Holden's story here. Our Holden was diagnosed with tuberous sclerosis at the age of 2. He was our only child, and so our focus on life centered on him. We did everything we could to make him happy and enjoy life just like any other child. We more or less overindulged when it came to Holden's wants and needs. He was our world. Unbeknownst to us, as we didn't know any different, we were enabling him. We continued to do this for many years. As time went on, Holden started refusing to leave the house. He had become extremely overweight, had no energy, and all he wanted to do was sleep. If we wanted to attend a family function or other activity, one of us would stay home with Holden while the other attended. If we tried to force him to go places, his behaviors skyrocketed and at times were out of control. There came a time when his behaviors were unprovoked. De-escalating Holden was extremely difficult. The days of going places as a family had ended. This routine became our everyday life. To say the least, it was exhausting. In 2014 and 2015, we began to have more difficulty getting Holden to attend school. He used to love school. We had help from our school districts, and even doctors and therapists tried to help motivate Holden to attend activities that he once enjoyed. Nothing seemed to work. Eventually, he refused to go to school at all. We tried to get help, but due to our income, Holden didn't qualify. We also live in a rural community where resources are scarce or non-existent. My husband and I decided that we needed to do something extreme for our son. He wasn't living, he was existing. The thought of placement for Holden was something that we always kept in the back of our minds. It was inevitable due to him not being able to stay alone and the fact that we were not going to live forever to care for him. But it was something that we didn't think we would have to do for a very long time. In all honesty, we were terrified to take that step. In the spring of 2015, my husband and I, our ESU, school district, administration, and teachers, had a meeting about the next step for our Holden. The main concern about Holden was not anything academic. It was more concern about his health. We needed to do something quickly. Time was of the essence. We contacted Mosaic and Axtell from the recommendations from the school and other parents who have children there. A meeting was set up, and a team of professionals from Mosaic came out to our home to meet Holden. They instantly said he would be a perfect fit for Mosaic. My husband and I made a trip out to Axtell to tour the facility and instantly knew that Holden would be taken care of there. The Mosaic campus, as we called it, was perfect. A rural setting, but condensed into a village, so to speak. The homes are nice sized and even has its own church. The decision had been made. With a short waiting period, Holden would be going to his forever home. Mosaic allowed us to bring up most of Holden's belongings ahead of time so that they could get a room ready for him. Holden is a lover of the Dukes of Hazzard, and they said we could decorate his room in that theme. Anything that would help Holden have a sense of home, we were allowed to bring in. We had a celebrating Holden party at our home in September of 2015, so as family and friends could come and visit Holden before his move. Holden did not know of his move prior, due to the fact that he would chronically worry about it and essentially refuse to go. We wanted it to be a happy time for him, and it was. We couldn't be more blessed by the support we received from everyone. On October 8th, 2015, we took Holden to Axtell. We had to lie and bribe Holden to get him to leave the house, but we got it done. It was one of the worst days of our lives. Upon leaving him that day, Holden realized that he was not coming home with us. The departure was heart-wrenching. Our son would not be living with us any longer. We were devastated, and in some ways it felt like a death. We were told that the first 4 to 5 days were pretty rough for Holden. After that, he became assimilated to his new surroundings, his new way of life. As the weeks went on, we got reports from Mosaic how great he was doing. He was making friends, he went to school every day, and was even attending church. This also became the start of Holden losing an extreme amount of weight. In less than 3 months, he had lost 50 pounds. His behaviors improved immensely. He was going on outings with his friends. It was remarkable. My husband and I found comfort in knowing how well he was doing, and therefore we can enjoy things in life together that we couldn't before. Mosaic was able to reduce behavior medications from his regimen because there was no report of having any outbursts or extreme behavioral issues. There were also medications they were able to eliminate completely. This was huge. Currently, Holden has been at Mosaic for a little under a year. In that time frame, he went from having to periodically use a wheelchair to and from places to losing over 130 pounds. He now walks to and from school every day, has made many friends with peers and staff, has responsibilities within his home, and has become quite the social butterfly. He has gone so many places. There was no way we could have ever imagined all the places he has gone. There have been a few times we have called him, only to find out that he wasn't home. He was out with friends. To say that it warmed our hearts is an understatement. He has made 2 trips home to visit, something we didn't feel would happen for a very long time. But both times we had to reassure him that we would take him back to Exville. We continue to be amazed at all the blessings that the administration and staff have bestowed upon our Holden and us. We often say that Mosaic, quote unquote, gave us back our son, even though he doesn't live with us anymore. Holden, once again, loves life and enjoys all there is to offer. We couldn't have done it without the help of many people, but more importantly, Mosaic of Exville.